Hello everybody, I'm Alex and welcome back to this channel for another top 5 video. If you're new, hit subscribe. You're gonna enjoy your time here. You know, you might make new friends, you might make new enemies, you might like what I say, you might hate, well, you might love me, you might hate me. You just subscribe. You won't regret it. And you know what? If you hate this video, insult me in the comments. We'll have a little war. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't like what I say and you think I'm an idiot, I mean, go ahead and say that. I can take it. But I mean, if you like what I do, subscribe to my channel. I do this and Let's Plays. Now, without further ado, let's get down to my top 5 hated starter Pokemon. Now, before I start, I want to say that if your favorite starter Pokemon is on this list, and you don't agree that, like, if you hate that I hate your favorite starter, go to hell. Number 5, Torchic. Now, I don't really hate Torchic. I just, like, it's my favorite of the 3rd gen starters. But that's only because it's fire type. You know, I hate everything else about it. I hate Blaziken. I hate Dickbird. I hate everything. I don't like Torchic. I don't know. You know, Gen 3 was just so disappointing that the Firebird doesn't cut it for me. I don't know if that explains it, but I just don't like this thing. You know, just a heads up, Treecko's not on this top 5 list. Which means that me saying it's my favorite from Hoenn is actually a lie, because that would make Treecko my favorite from Hoenn. But anyways, let's stop talking about Torchic, because I can't explain why I don't like it. I just don't. It's like, you know, everybody has that with Pokemon, people, movies, TV shows. There's some you can't explain why you don't like it. That's what Torchic is for me. Number 4, Piplup. Now, I don't like this one, mostly because of its evolution. Trident face. I mean, you know, the water type is supposed to be bad against the grass type and good against the fire type. Except for this motherfucker, who's bad against both. Okay? With Empoleon Steel type, he's easily the worst out of the 3. Considering that Infernape is part of that 3, and that's the best Pokemon, you know, that's easy decision. It's an easy decision to make, because Torterra's honestly not that bad. Wow, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Whew. Anyways, I also hated the fact that Dawn never evolved her Piplup in the anime. I mean, what's up with that? I get Iris not evolving her Axie because it's a dragon type and it takes a while to evolve. And Axie was like a baby for like half the fucking first season. But there's no excuse for Piplup. It was her main fucking Pokemon. I mean, evolve that shit. Who do you think you are, Ash? Number 3, Chikorita. The bean with a leaf on its head. This one, like Piplup a little bit, is a hate kind from the anime. Also, I've never used it. I don't plan on using it. I might use it and I might be like, oh man, I like this one. But, I mean, the fact that in the anime it was like in love with Ash, I mean, I know there's lore about people marrying Pokemon and people evolving from Pokemon, but you know, there's a thing about writing about it, reading about it, and actually seeing it, and that was like, that just made me like, it's like they made it on purpose to make this thing look bad. you know? Like Typhlosion looks like, first of all, Cyndaquil is cute as fuck. Quilava is like, I want to be friends with you, but you also scare me a little bit. And Typhlosion is like, nope, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And it's the same thing with Totodile. I can't believe I'm saying that about a water type starter because they're always the worst ones. But it's the same thing with Totodile. You know, you want to play with Totodile. Croconaw is like, if I'm on your good side, I'm good, right? You know, and then Feraligatr is like, nope, I'm like out of here. But it's like it doesn't belong, you know. The entire line doesn't belong. There's nothing that screams like, "Hey, use me in a battle." It's more like, "I'm gonna go frolic in the flowers." You know, I hate this thing. It's I. Let's just move on before I start to. Now, before we continue, I have to say one thing. These next two, I might have given one of them away with the first, with number 5, and saying something that I said there. But these first two are so close together that I should have paired them for number 1. Because I hate these next two Pokemon with a fucking passion. And I will tell you exactly why I hate them. Number 2 is Mudkip. The reason why I hate this guy is not because I've lost battles to Mudkip. No, I don't. Losing battles to people using Pokemon, to certain Pokemon, is part of the game. I've actually used Swampert, Mega Swampert, in a playthrough. My first playthrough of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I chose Mudkip as my starter, and the reason for that is because the only thing this thing is good for, this thing and its evolutions are good for, is being an HM slave. And people try to be like, oh, Swampert's the best gen. No, it's an HM slave. Before Bibarel, it was the best thing you could use for an HM slave. It could learn all the HMs except for like Flyer and Cut, I think. Something like that. But its only good use is an HM slave. You know, if you're choosing a starter Pokemon, it can't be your HM slave. And this is the only thing this thing is good for. And number 1 is Froakie. When Pokemon takes as a franchise, takes an interest more into one Pokemon over others, that is where I draw the line. Like, I don't like Mega Charizard X because honestly, Mega Charizard Y looks better and is better. The only thing that Mega Charizard X has is Dragon type, but you know every fucking Nintendo and Pokemon and all those companies is Mega Charizard X. Man. What the fuck is Charizard Y? And that's the same thing they're doing with whatever the fuck this guy's evolved form is. I don't care enough to remember its name. Well, first of all, it's completely broken. With Protean, I mean, no Pokemon should have that ability ever. Except for maybe, what's his face, the chameleon one? It's not Quetzal. I don't know why I'm thinking about Quetzal. It's, Kecleon. Quetzal? What the fuck? But, first of the only Pokemon that should have the Protean ability is Kecleon, or Quetzal, as I like to call it. Second of all, Protean doesn't even make sense on Greninja. It's a fucking ninja. It shouldn't be changing anything about it to. The thing that makes me hate this thing more is the fact that I used it in Smash Bros. And I don't like fighting games like Smash Bros, but I play them because sometimes I have fun. But when I played with Greninja, it was the worst time I ever had playing a video game. which is something that I attributed to Zelda games before, but no, that has been trumped by Greninja. Greninja is awful. It's the worst Pokemon ever created, both in design and everywhere else. And the fact that it's so popular sickens me. That's all I have to say about this thing. Now, if you like this list, if you agree with me and you love this list, hit that subscribe button because you're going to love everything else on my channel. And if you don't, still hit it because you're going to love everything else on my channel. You know, these are all opinions, and people are allowed to have different opinions than you. And if one of these 5 Pokemon was your favorite, well, I mean, then that's good for you. But it's, just because it's your favorite doesn't mean it has to be mine. So, you know, write down in the comments below what's your most hated starter Pokemon. Maybe it's Froakie like me. Maybe it's one of my favorites. You know, just let me know. And I'll see you guys next time. Sometimes I don't know.